All right, so we're ready for our next interview here. We've got Ryan with us. So Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and how you're using social media?
Sure. So Ryan Holmes, I'm the CEO of Hootsuite. So Hootsuite is a dashboard for social media, and I, as a CEO, just go on the road, talk about Hootsuite, and make sure the product just continues to develop out, and talk to our customers, listen to what our customers and users are looking for, and build out the product.
Perfect. So with Hootsuite, who's your target audience? Are you going B2B? Are you looking for business to consumer relationships, or both?
Right. So Hootsuite, it started out of our agency, which is called Invoke. We're based out of Vancouver, and we built it as a tool for our team to be able to manage multiple Twitter accounts effectively, so manage as a team and be able to learn more through analytics what's going on with the Twitter accounts that we're managing. We kind of, as the product evolved, we've incorporated Facebook, LinkedIn, WordPress. We recently, for South by Southwest, launched Foursquare and MySpace, and so our goal is to kind of have a cohesive dashboard where social media professionals can manage all of their channels, and through that process, we're kind of looking at targeting small, medium enterprise users and social media managers working within those companies and organizations. We have a lot of power users that use us as well, and we've recently added mobile through iPhone and Android. So our goal is to kind of give those managers tools while they're on the road as well as in front of their desktop, and I think we're getting really good response out of that.
Fantastic, fantastic. So which social media channels are you using to promote Hootsuite?
Well, of course, we use Twitter a lot.
Right.
We use Twitter and Facebook are very good channels for us. We do use all of our other channels, LinkedIn, etc. On a personal basis, I put announcements up on LinkedIn and through our blog, as well as email. We do, I think we get a lot of kudos for our email campaign that we're doing. People like our brand. We have a very charismatic owl that is kind of incorporated into all of our messaging, and people just associate with that and like that character.
What is your primary focus? Are you looking for new customer acquisition, retention, or are you trying to do brand awareness, or a combination of the three? Well,
yeah, it is a combination of the three. I mean, we will do specific campaigns around different initiatives. Some of our campaigns are around a retention, getting users that have maybe gone away from Hootsuite to come back and try it again because maybe they needed Facebook and we didn't have Facebook at that time. Now we do. They come back and then they stick around. And so some of them around that, some of them around new features, brand awareness. It really just depends on what kind of initiatives we have coming up at the moment.
Okay. And so how are you measuring whether or not social media is impacting that? So if you do a customer acquisition campaign, what are you measuring in order to make sure that it's actually working?
Well, we have a couple of tools. So the first tool that we use is Hootsuite itself.
Right.
We for any of our social media campaigning, we use Hootsuite has a built-in URL shortener called Owly.
Okay.
The Owly shortener, we display out a lot of analytics around the Owly URLs in Hootsuite, and so part of it is we are using we're drinking our own Kool-Aid or eating our own dog food. Basically, we're looking at what's happening with the message we send out. We do A/B campaigns, time of day campaigns, just to see what's going on when people are more interested in hearing what we're saying and what type of messaging they're responding to. More appropriately. We also, we have pretty strong email campaigning. We use MailChimp. We really like that a lot too.
Okay. And so are you tying all those metrics together?
Yeah, so part of what we've recently done in a release of Hootsuite is incorporated Google Analytics URL tags into the URLs that we shorten. So for people that understand Google Analytics or know how that works, we're effectively pre-appending some tags onto the URLs before they get shortened. I mean, the users can control this completely, but when that user goes from Twitter, clicks on a URL, lands on your website, you can see where they've come from and learn a lot more about it than just a normal shortened URL. And then the really cool thing is if you have your campaign set up right, your analytics set up right, you can look at through funnels, know what kind of conversion you get. So if your conversion measurement is like an email form, then you can see how many people go from Twitter to your email form versus how many people go from Facebook to your email form. Or if you're an e-commerce site, you could measure from Twitter all the way through to a purchase. So that's a really exciting thing for a lot of social media managers to be able to come back later on to their their management, or it's just a small business owner, to be able to say for X dollars in social media budget that we have, we're definitely converting to Y dollars in sales or something like that. And so, but you can do all sorts of really exciting, cool stuff with that.
Okay. So what's like on your daily dashboard when you come in? What metrics do you look at every day to determine if you're meeting your goals?
Cool. Well, I look at a few measurements. I look at our brand. So that's my first thing that I look every day. I have a Hootsuite, a column set up in Hootsuite for the keyword Hootsuite on Twitter, just to see what people are saying overnight. If I wake up early enough, I see a ton of Japanese content. We have a lot of users in Japan, and so I can't really understand a lot of that. I run some of it through. We've got a translator tool and run some through, and I get some broken up translation. But so Hootsuite is a keyword. I look at some competitor keywords. I look at some of our analytics, of course. So if we do a campaign, I look at to see how many clicks it got, time of day and A/B testing. I also look for our business. I look at some of the client metrics to see market share, because I think that's a really interesting thing for us to see how our market share is growing on the overall Twitter client basis. And so those are ones that I kind of tune into looking at every day.
Is Hootsuite the only tool that you're using? Are you integrating with any kind of a CRM tool, or what kind of systems are you using?
Well, right now, we use Hootsuite. We're looking for tools that we like a lot, and those tools. See, the interesting thing is, I think we run into problems that a lot of companies will be running into down the road, and so we're kind of solving our own problems that other people will hit as they get down the road as well. So right now, our Twitter account, for example, has 200,000 users. We have it's over 200,000 followers, and we have a lot of people asking us for support, requests, et cetera, and so we're looking at how we handle support, how we handle feature requests, how we handle marketing initiatives, how we handle all this, and so how we segment and channel all of this. We are using Zendesk for some of the more difficult problems that people are having and some of the help-related questions. But we're also looking at how we can make our tool better so that people can manage that within our tool. And so we have some pretty exciting stuff coming up that will speak to some of the problems that we have, and I think that the larger brands that are using Twitter also are encountering. And so we're going to look at solving that pain next.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.